Hello everyone there in YouTube land, it is your boy Deagle the Beagle, back with a new series that I'm calling Tribal Time. In this series, we spin a wheel of all the different creature types of Magic that I can think of at the time. If you can think of more, let me know in the comments and I'll put them on the wheel. And then, we look at all the possible creatures that could be a commander that support that type. And then, we rank them from worst to best to see which is truly the best tribal commander for each type. Like I said, if you could think of any types I have not thought of yet, please go ahead and comment them down below and I'll put them on the wheel. However, if I find they do not even have an available commander when I spin for them, they'll get taken off the list automatically. So just know if a type doesn't get covered, that just means that there was no commanders that specifically supported it. At least at the time. If there's a commander that comes out during this series that supports a type that wasn't getting support beforehand, I'll put it on the list. Though I can't keep up with cards coming out as good as I used to be able to due to busy shit, I'll try, and if I miss one, please do let me know. Kindly. Don't be a dick about it. Hello everyone, Editing Tegan here. I just wanted to say that past Tegan made a stupid mistake in not mentioning that this is for Historic Brawl on MTG Arena only. This is for MTG Arena players, not the physical card game. I'm sure there are more commanders in the physical card game. There are definitely more cards in the physical card game than on MTG Arena, but just on MTG Arena, these are the available ones. I will mention that in all future episodes, but right now I just forgot to mention that, so I thought I'd bring it up. Okay, bye! Now, here's the wheel. We're going to spin it, but before we do, I do want to clarify real quick that this is not commanders of the type. It doesn't matter what type they are. The commander itself has to support the type we're looking for. So if we get a rat and we have a legendary human creature, it'll still go on the list of available things to do. It just will be a bit odd up there with all the other furry fellows. Let's get into spinning our wheel. Alright, first episode, what do we got? We have... Is it gonna stop? Okay, right. We have... Elemental! Okay, let's look at some elemental commanders, shall we? Alright, let's get into it. The best elemental tribal commanders. But first, I want to talk about what I consider in a good tribal commander. Starting off number 1, genuinely supporting the type. This is kinda obvious, but it should still be stated aloud. It needs to support the type in an influential way that either it can't do by itself very well, or helps out what everything else is already doing. Number 2, in many different colors. This is gonna sound a bit odd, but as a commander that is tribal, you want to get every single thing from that type into the deck as much as possible. As such, the more colors it is, the more of that type you can shove in there. This is why Galta is half as good a freaking tribal commander as he was. If he was just mono green, he would not be seen as good as he is. He would be seen kinda but because he's 3 colors, he automatically becomes 1,000 times better. And 3, it has to be singularly powerful. Some commander decks can rely on their commander not being on the field. However, a good tribal commander will be carrying the entire deck on its back. As such, it needs to have staying power and reasons you want to keep it on the board for it to be such a good tribal commander. Starting off, we have the third and worst of all the elemental commanders possible. It is Kira the Orphan Guard. Now, most of you know this from Dinosaur or Cat. Beast, because those are tribal decks with a ton of support. However, this one also supports elementals for some reason. And while yes, it does give them all +1/+1 in vigilance, it's a companion. So why would you put it in the commander slot? It just makes no goddamn sense. I mean, yeah, it gives them all +1/+1 in vigilance, therefore it supports them. However, realistically, this isn't a big effect compared to the others we have. The others can either do a big damage and win in one turn, or swarm the board. So this is just kind of fucking terrible. Yes, I understand Vigilance is really cool, and +1/+1 can make your guys a little bit bigger. But for 3 mana, as a commander, it makes no sense. This played on the side as a companion is cool. I mean, it's not possible, considering the other 2 we're about to go over can't play it. But it's cool. It's cool looking. It's like a thing you can do, you know. I wouldn't put it in my deck, but you know, I wouldn't put it past you if you have it. It's like better than nothing. It's literally like your only other option besides these other two, and these other two are kind of pricey, but so is Kahira, so I don't know what point I was making there. Anyways, let's move on to second place. Second place is Omnath Locus of Royal. Believe it or not, this does support elementals, even though it's most likely just used in landfall strategies. It says right there, when Omnath Locus of Royal enters the battlefield, it deals damage to any target equal to the number of elementals you control. This is really fun. This brings up a strategy where you summon and go wide a bunch of elementals, and then kill your opponent in one single attack. Granted, that's most likely not gonna happen, but it's still cool, and basically, it sort of is a really good commander, and it supports elementals really well, but the reason it gets second place is for two reasons. One, as soon as it comes on board, it pretty much becomes useless to your entire strategy, because you're not playing a landfall elemental deck. That sounds cancerous. I mean, you can, but it'll be really difficult to do so effectively. So basically, once it comes on board, and it uses that one-time effect, it becomes nigh useless, so you require your 99 to pull most of the weight, and it's not usually a good sign for a commander, unless it's like that one blue motherfucker that just summons shit onto board from your hand, in which case your 99 does do all the heavy lifting. However, do not underestimate this card. First of all, it's in 3 colors, meaning you can play a lot of good elementals, including red, meaning you can play already decent deal damage effects, meaning you can actually play a really good elemental OTK strategy and it not be cancerous. That is actually like reasonable to do in elementals. However, it is nowhere near our first place commander, which is, drumroll please, Omnath. Look, wait, what the fuck? Oh, god damn it. Now, drumroll, please. Fuck it. It's Omnath Locus of Rage. This card is the fucking best elemental commander. There is no question. Yes, it's another landfall commander. However, this landfall ability can happen, but it's not basically the entire point of the card like Locus of Royals is. Locus of Rage has a secondary effect, which whenever Omnath Locus of Rage or another elemental you control dies, it deals 3 damage to target creature or player. This means we're once again playing a go-wide elemental strategy, where we summon a billion of these bastards, throw them at an opponent, so they either die to all the damage, or crash a bunch, take a bunch of damage, and then die to that amount of damage that Omnath Locus of Rage will deal them. It is once again weirdly in line with the elemental burn strategy, which I'm now concerned that that's like a really good deck. It's only in 2 colors, however, I think that's a very worthy trade-off for an effect that deserves some goddamn staying power. It is a 7 mana for a 5/5, but once again, that effect makes up for it. It's better in a landfall deck, but as far as elemental tribal, you can't really go wrong with a Locus of Rage. This thing is fucking bananas. That's gonna be all from me though, folks. I understand this video was a little short. Fuck, I got something in my eye. I'm dying already. I understand this video was a little short. However, there's not really many elemental commanders. These are literally the only ones I could find, at least, on MTG Arena, which is where I'm basing this off. If I'm basing it off of historic Brawl, I probably should have stayed at the beginning. Editing Tegan, please correct that for me. I don't want to look like a fucking idiot. I mean, I corrected it, but you still look like a fucking idiot anyway, dumbass. But one last time, I'm sorry. Thank you for watching. Please hit like, subscribe if you like this type of content. I'll be doing a lot more of these later down the line. Also, to my subscribers, I'm sorry for the fact that there won't be any more content this week. It's been a very hectic week with stuff going on in my family, and I do hope you enjoy what I do put up right now, which is probably just going to be this, and that's it. Yeah, thank you guys very much, and I'll see you later.
I don't get what I want, I get what I need. Every single day I'm heading off to my dream, and I get everything that I damn well please. I don't give a damn if you all listening to me, cause I run it. I'm the only one that really want it, I'm the only one that's really on it. I'm just being honest, I'm just doing everything I promise, cause I want it bad enough that I'ma make it as an artist.